Contents. Part 1. Introduction. 1. Rising Inequalities and a Changing Social Geography of Cities. An Introduction to the Global Segregation Book. Martin van Ham, Tiit Tamaru, Ruta Ubarivisiene, and Helene Jansen. 2. Residential Segregation Between Income Groups in International Perspective. André Commandon and Paulo Venner. Part 2. Africa. 3. Income Inequality, Socio-Economic Status, and Residential Segregation in Greater Cairo, 1986 to 2006. Abdelbazir A. Muhammad and David Stanek. 4. Social Inequality and Spatial Segregation in Cape Town. Ivan Turok, Justin Visagi, and Andreas Sheba. 5. Income Inequality and Socio-Economic Segregation in the City of Johannesburg. Richard Ballard and Christian Hammond. Part 3. Asia. 6. Dual Land Regime, Income Inequalities and Multifaceted Socioeconomic and Spatial Segregation in Hong Kong. Mi Kam Ing, Yuk Tai Lau, Wei Chen, and Sylvia He. 7. Income Inequality and Socioeconomic Segregation in Jakarta. Deedan Rukmana and Dinar Ramadani. 8. Socio-Spatial Segregation and Exclusion in Mumbai. Abdul Shaban and Zinat Abalai. 9. Social Polarization and Socioeconomic Segregation in Shanghai, China. Evidence from 2000 and 2010 censuses. Julian Pan, Yi Lu, Yang Xiao, and Zhigang Li. 10. Increasing Inequality and the Changing Spatial Distribution of Income in Tel Aviv. Tal Modai Snur. 11. Changes in Occupational Structure and Residential Segregation in Tokyo. Masaya Uesugi. Part 4. Australia. 12. The Land of the Fair Go. Mapping Income Inequality and Socioeconomic Segregation Across Melbourne Neighborhoods. Michelle Sidis and Rebecca Wicks. Part 5. Europe. 13. Making Sense of Segregation in a Well-Connected City. The Case of Berlin. Talja Blockland and Robert Veif. 14. Socio-Spatial Disparities in Brussels and its Hinterland. Rafael Costa and Helga A. G. de Vach. 15. Residential Segregation in a Highly Unequal Society. Istanbul in the 2000s. Ouz I Section IK. 16. Segregation in London. A City of Choices or Structures. David Manley. 17. Income Inequality and Segregation in the Paris Metro Area, 1990 to 2015. Haley McAvey and Gregory Verdugo. Part 6. North America. 18. Growing Income Inequality and Socioeconomic Segregation in the Chicago Region. Janet L. Smith, Zafer Sonmez, and Nicholas Settle. 19. Income Inequality and Economic Segregation in Los Angeles from 1980 to 2010. John R. Hipp and J. Hong Kim. 20. Socioeconomic Segregation in Mexico City. Scale, Social Classes, and the Primate City. Pavo Monkanen, M. Paloma Giottanini, and André Commandon. 21. Reordering Occupation, Race, and Place in Metropolitan New York. Casey Zapatka, John Molenkoff, and Stephen Romaluski. Part 7. South America. 22. Socioeconomic Residential Segregation and Income Inequality in Bogotá. An analysis based on census data of 2005. Alexandra Lopez Martinez and Owen Eli Ceballos Mina. 23. Socioeconomic Residential Segregation in Greater Buenos Aires. Evidence of persistent territorial fragmentation processes. Florencia Molinati. 24. Changes in Spatial Inequality and Residential Segregation in Metropolitan Lima. Graciela Fernandez de Cordova, Paula Mosquela, and Ana Maria Fernandez Maldonado. 25. Socioeconomic and Ethnic Segregation in the Greater Paramaribo Region, Suriname. Kimberly Fung Loy and Anton van Rompuy. 26. Measuring Changes in Residential Segregation in Sao Paulo in the 2000s. Flavia Fidosa, Joanna Bajos, Eduardo Marcus, and Mariana Gianotti.